Holy, wow, I love these box designs. This is the new QiYi MP line of puzzles. Magnet presentation? The only thing worse than cubes being named random letters is when they stand for something stupid. Okay, whatever, let's open it. The classic QiYi boxes. All right, let's check it out. Ooh, this feels kind of good. Pardon me for only using 3x3 Alex, as I don't remember any 2x2 Alex anymore. Let's test out corner cutting, 45 degrees. Oh no. Oh, what? And reverse corner cutting, maybe more important. Well, that's a shame. I feel like everything else about the cube works pretty well, that I'm not really running into as many corner cutting issues as I expect from a cube that doesn't corner cut so well when I'm just testing it. Okay, but when I do run into issues, it looks like it's a little bit worse than usual. Also, I feel like the magnets are a little bit too strong. I don't think we need such strong magnets in 2x2 because it's pretty easy to control a 2x2 as you're almost holding everything. This 2x2 is very good. I think if you get used to it, it won't really hinder your results, but it's not close to the best 2x2s and not even for this price. If you want recommendations on the best 2x2s, then go to my best speed cubes of 2021. Or if you're watching this video later on, maybe 2022, I just noticed the graffiti in the background is actually cube moves. Like this is R and that's a backwards F, I think. Setting tools, ooh. Oh, that's interesting. It's just this card that teaches you how to use the inner settings because this is just how to solve the cube. Well, I guess there's a certain joke I can't make anymore. Hey, this feels pretty good. I just really hope the corner cutting is good because that seems to be a problem with QiYi or X-Man cubes. Oh, okay, please. Yes. Oh, wow. If it can do this, that would just be ridiculous. Okay, good, it can't. And regular corner cutting, 45. Oh, it's a bit tough. That could be the settings though, the settings affect regular corner cutting, but it seems to be able to go more than that. So this is the X-Man Tornado, and as you can see, they are almost the same thing. QiYi, X-Man, same thing. And this cube felt really good, but it had one big problem, which was the reverse corner cutting being garbage. This cube doesn't feel quite the same, but it has a lot of similar qualities, I would say. It feels really smooth, it's quite fast, and the corner cutting's actually good. So just from my first turns, this actually feels like a really good cube. Oh, I did a V-perm first try, but not second try. Let's see what we have in the center. From what I saw earlier, there should only be one adjustment system. Yeah, this is such a random tool. Wait, there's a number for the axis distance and there's a screw? I'm a little worried. Okay, I took it apart, figured it out. I'm no longer worried for the same reason as before, but I'm worried for a different reason. This is a spring compression system. This is not an axis distance system. Axis distance is supposed to mean the screw depth, so don't listen to this. Just do what you expect it does. It's the spring compression. Unless I am wrong and it is the axis distance, but just from looking, I don't think it is. Please correct me in the comments if I am wrong. Either they wrote this wrong, or they made a really weird design, which either way it's kind of dumb. So I'm pretty sure when you use this tool to turn counterclockwise to change the number in there, it changes the strength of the springs and not the actual axis distance. I think I should do a solve on this, and if my first solve is good, then the cube is good. Every time I solve a cube for the first time, I forget that I'm gonna lose control if I turn too fast because I'm not used to it, so I'll try turning a bit slower on this one. I'll make an X cross here. I learned to do that more from Max Park. Whatever, first solve of the day. I literally didn't have to do that move, I don't know what I was thinking. Something I noticed right away from that solve was the cube feels a bit rigid, and that's because the magnets are really, really strong. But it also feels kind of loose at the same time, maybe in between turns when the magnets aren't touching, the pieces are just moving all over the place. But I got a pretty good first time, so that isn't a huge concern, it's just something that isn't ideal about this cube. But it is very fast, which I do like, and the corner cutting seems to not have been a huge problem, so I like this better than the Tornado already. Even though the Tornado feels really nice, I think the MP will just give you better times. I'll have to get used to this cube before I can say whether or not it's better than the RS3M 2020 or 2021, which is around the same price range, but I do think this cube is quite good and you can't go wrong if you bought it. 4x4. I feel like 4x4 tends to be a wild card. This is really fast. It actually, the outer layers feel kind of really good. Reminds me of the GAN 4x4. The inner layers are not stupid. It's still a lot harder to turn the inner layers. I feel like I'm locking up a lot. You know what? I take it back. The outer layers don't even feel that good. They feel nice for sure, but I don't think they actually perform that well. And this is a similar vibe to what I got with the X-Man Ambition and the X-Man Tornado as well, where they feel good, but they're not actually that good. Oh boy, the corner cutting. Wow, that's not quite good. Jeez. Second try parity algorithm, turn a bit more carefully is what I was trying to do, but I still got a cube jumping in my hand. What if I tried loosening it a bit? The corner cutting clearly didn't get better. It can go further than before, so you can tell I loosened it, but it's not corner cutting, it's just whatever this is. It just pretty much feels flimsier. It's flimsier, but the same cube. You know, if you can turn accurately, it feels really fun to turn this cube, but I don't think it's as forgiving as the best 4x4s. My main is the Aosu WRM, but at a similar price to the MP, you actually can get the YJ MGC, which I think is definitely better than this one. 5x5. I feel like random 5x5s tend to be good, so I have high hopes for this one. Uh-oh, just looking at it, I'm scared it's gonna turn like the 4x4. Oh no, okay, it's really, really fast. Wow. Whoa. It's almost like the GAN 12 where it feels like it's almost turning for me, but obviously it's not going to do that on a 5x5. It's just that the layers are so fast and the magnets are also really, really strong. I don't know if the corner cutting's good. Looks like it might be better than the 4x4. Second layer corner cutting, not amazing. Third layer, well, that's just second layer again. Now, in case it looks weird that I'm testing large amounts of corner cutting on a 5x5, 5x5s should be able to corner cut. See, I'm gonna go even further and it can still kind of do it. And second layer, not too much, but it can still do it. All right, let's try some other algorithms on this. Parity algorithm. Yeah, it feels exactly like the 4x4. It feels really nice to turn, but if you don't turn completely accurately, then you're going to get a lot of catches. Guys, I swear I'm really good at 5x5. It's just the cube. Oh! It did get one thing right though, and that's that it turns extremely fast, and that's really good because you don't want to spend too much effort on your turning, as just holding the cube and turning for a long time is going to be quite tiring. So this is definitely good in that regard, but the corner cutting is just not there. And finally, the Pyraminx. I feel like I'm just getting progressively larger and larger boxes. Oh, what a cool box. Yeah, actually, they're all different sizes. They designed this much plastic waste to perfectly hold your cubes. Okay, guys, just a disclaimer. I cannot tell if a Pyraminx is good. So you're just gonna watch me turn, and it's gonna be purely for your entertainment. We're just gonna see if I can still solve a Pyraminx, because every once in a while I have to test myself, and it goes well sometimes. Okay. We're on this. Wait, I have a flipped muscle memory. Let's go. I don't mess up during the sledges, so I'm gonna say it's good. My final verdict on the QiYi MP cubes is it seems like they have this trend of they feel really nice, but they don't corner cut too well. The faster you are, the more you're gonna notice the problems with these cubes. The 2x2 is okay. I don't really like the big cubes, and for 3x3, I will have to use it more as I can't tell for sure right now. It could be really good. The problems could get worse. I may make a review just on this cube and let you guys know there. Thank you to speedcubeshop.com for sending me these cubes, and if you wanna buy any, links are in the description. Make sure you use the discount code JPerm. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.